I didn't know so much before to come about it, and but I heard about it when I was living in Svalbard, that Polish people were doing a lot of a very hard job in Hornsund, and that they got this wonderful station. So I accept the position, and I didn't know Poland before, so I just arrived here after accepting the PhD, and yeah, it's really great. Like the team, like it's like a big family or small family, let's say, and there's a lot of possibility to do a lot of field work. That's one of the main reasons I was here, because the work here is mainly focused on the field, and thanks to the polar station in Hornsund, it's just perfect situation to work on the field in Svalbard. So basically I'm studying how the water is flowing on the glacier, inside the glacier and below the glacier. And now in a context of global warming, we have more and more water running on the glacier system, and we know just a little about what is going on inside and below. So we know it's going in the glacier from the surface because we can see it. We know more or less what is going out because we can observe it as well. But what's going on inside, it's like a black box. We don't know so much, and we didn't get any long-term observation. So the main goal of my PhD was to go inside and below the glacier, so to go caving, ice caving, and to try to implement some sensors to measure the pressure, the temperature, and the conductivity. So basically to be able to reconstruct the water level fluctuation inside the glaciers. And this is very important to know what's going on inside, and it's most important to know what's going on below, because if you have more water, you will lubricate the interface of the base of the glacier, which is lying on the bedrock. So instead of having the ice just flowing on the rock, so it applies a lot of strength, and so it's harder to flow for the glacier. If you lubricate it with some water, then it will flow easier. Like if you put a bit of oil, like in mechanic, you put oil, you lubricate, so it flows faster. Now I managed to get from 6 months to 2 years of continuous observation of water level fluctuation with half-hour spatial resolution. So now I'm just interpreting it. So trying to connect these water level fluctuations with the climate condition and try to see how it influenced the dynamic of the glacier. So mainly the speed of the glacier, because the main glacier I'm studying is Tidewater Glacier, so it finishes into the sea. So when it advances, it will calve, so some big pieces of ice will break into the sea, and this will contribute to the sea level rise. So the main goal is to see how this bigger amount of water, of meltwater that we have on the glaciers are influencing the dynamic of the glacier. And so this will allow us to better estimate and to better predict the sea level rise in the future, if we better understand the mechanisms behind it.